my head like a hairy worm, as they say.
Yeah, well, let me start then, because I got to deal with reconciling all the work we have done in the past with what we've got now, in order to make the actual code function and deliver products to people.
Yep.
You have a much more exploratory position at the moment, and so you're more free than I am.
Yes, correct.
All right. So the purpose of my discussion now is to walk you through what I've reviewed and concluded, introduce to you some of the key ideas that I feel justified moving to the no schema model, and make sure we're on the same page, I guess, because it's a fucking hairy position.
It's a bit of a big leap, isn't it? It's a big leap.
Yeah, it's fucking nasty. So how the fuck to do it? I don't have my I don't have my computer with me right now. I can go get it. I tried to be in a meeting room so that I wasn't like yelling and swearing and cussing in front of my coworkers. I'd save that for the public internet.
And we could just do it on whiteboard, unless there's anything.
Yeah, I think so. I managed to get those recordings up and corrected. I found a way to repair the recording because for some reason the recording was damaged and needed repairing. Then the first repair made it look like I'd lost the audio at the end, but what had actually happened was the repair tool had picked the wrong frame rate, which made the audio stop short of when the video stream finished. So I managed to sort all that out.
It would just drift.
Yeah, and now it looks great. Those are, I would say that for my favorites right now, the Goal Space Social Network recording would be number one still, and number two would be the No Schema. These two latest videos, which was the No Schema discussion and then the No Schema check-in, where you were showing me the stuff that you'd done, and the discussion around that. So those are all online and up now.
Yeah, cool, nice.
Okay, the painful part. Let's get going. Let me set up a fucking whiteboard. Fuck. I've checked over everything that I can think of, including the architectural plans for Artifact and the biggest concern I have is that everything checks out. There's nothing that I can't. I went through all the functions in the CRM, along with all the other use cases I could think of. There is actually nothing that I can find that I can't imagine how to do using just a plain text file, or I should say a markdown file. Yeah, which is a scary statement to make, right? And it is terrifying in a way that I haven't been. I'm not scared. I'm just I'm
no, I'm with you. I know exactly. It's uncharted territory.
It's uncharted. It takes a lot of balls to decide that we're going to abandon effectively programmatic structure in our data. We are going to detach from our data being programmatic, and we're going to become pure AI when we don't really fucking understand how these machines work inside, and no one really does, and we're about to just rely on it. But I take some sort of a solace ain't the right word, but a little bit of comfort in the fact that there's probably not many other people who can who would be prepared to burn everything they've got right now and go into pure text file mode. So there is that, and we should do it first, and it will be horrifically uncomfortable, and all the people around us are going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I can imagine explaining this to, for example, my family, and being like, we're about to dump everything. And they'll be like, Jesus Christ, you can't be serious. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think this, if memory serves, this is probably the fourth time we've dumped everything and restarted. So
It would be the 12th by my counting.
12.
But
Yeah.
I think there are elements that get kept. But the unease for me comes from the fact that the core concepts that we'd built the blockchain around no longer apply to a lot of the things that designing using plain text implies. And the biggest
Oh,
sort
that's
of
interesting. Okay.
the biggest the thing that I'm worried about the most is that the most efficient data structure for handling large numbers of plain text files at a high throughput rate is Git.
Okay.
And Git already exists. It doesn't need any of the shit we've made. And so, that's a bit of a
That's good. We don't have to write it.
well, it's also bad because it's been written not by us, and we've spent a ton of time and money to build this thing that we don't really need. There are still aspects of our blockchain framework that we do still need for things like making function calls out.
Yep.
But where I'm at right now and why I've got this call scheduled with Ben is that I actually don't think that I think Git is actually the correct model, and our means of we should insert our means of doing executions from covenants and stuff into the Git file structure and format as opposed to trying to make Git fit into us. And I don't.
Okay.
Right. So, and why I'm nervous about that is because there may be some edge cases within Git that we can't satisfy, that can't meet our requirements, and I'm just worried that I can't sort of fucking smush them together enough.
Yeah.
I also am annoyed that I spent so much of my life building this, designing this thing that doesn't seem relevant anymore. But I guess I'll just cry in my fucking soup about that one. So unless you or Ben can point out some sort of a feature that we can't achieve better with Git, then we're about to tank Artifact. And Artifact is going to be basically a modified version of Git that includes some consensus mechanisms on the top. So whatever value we thought we had tied up in that chain is about to get blitzed. But that said, what value is there if it's a thing that no one needs? So,
yeah, let's see. All right,
let's see.
What you got?
All right,
what you got?
Okay. Well, what I got is that the experiments I ran with GPT 3.5 Turbo indicate that you can spit out a full-blown customer record in about a half a second, and you can ask for modifications to it, and it all just seems to work fucking great. I believe that we can construct a system of primitives that define a relationship between text files in plain English and executable instructions for a machine in such a way that you would be free to craft your own systems very rapidly using this text format, and you could quickly make systems that can help you make more systems, like, for example, oh dear. Sorry, mate. And then, so let me explain how that system seems to work. Fuck. Hang on. Look, I did actually, I got a call from someone where I said I was available,
Hey man, I'm good for the next few hours.
Okay,
So
all right, I'm sorry. Just a fucking day's a bit of a shitter. I'll come right back.
Yeah, no worries.
In probably about half an hour. Sorry about that.
do that. I'll see you there.
Okay.
Nice